Folks, Andrew here of Go Pro Wrestling and Something to Wrestle With, and I'm standing with none other than New York Times bestseller and WWE Hall of Famer, Mick Foley. He needs no introduction. Thank you so much for joining.
You're welcome. I hear we're going to plug some things, huh?
Oh, yeah, we love... Now, I just got Dr. D. David Schultz's book, and we just mentioned it. I mean, all the books that have come out from wrestlers, all the autobiographies, you set the trend with Have a Nice Day in 1998. People still talk about that book today. Is there anything that was from that book that maybe was left out that maybe a lot of fans would like to know about?
Well, I've written 4 other memoirs, so I think basically everything I've needed to say has been put in print. I mean, I took a lot of things out of Have a Nice Day. Most guys don't ever edit their own work, so I've been told that's really unusual. But I did take some things out, unnecessary shots at people. I did. It opened up the door for a lot of people because it was clear that there was a readership out there that was untapped, and we kind of tapped into it. And I guess the rest is history. And
you had no ghostwriter at all, Mick. You wrote that book yourself. It took you, what, like 2 years to write that book?
No. It took me... Whoa! It's Tommy Rich. Jeez. Whoa! Scared me. No, it only took me 50 days. I wrote almost 200,000 words by hand in 50 days. So you do the math. It's almost 4,000 words a day. There were some days I couldn't write because I'm on the road. Other days where I would get 7, 8, 9,000 words in by hand. So, I was working at a pretty furious pace.
I know you had one of the toughest roads coming into WWE because you weren't the prototypical with the look that Vince McMahon wanted. And you remember you mentioned...
I wasn't aware of that.
No.
Well, not have a prototypical... What are you trying to say?
No, the big man that's like 300, 400 pounds and,
I think I'm pretty big and I'm still close to 300. I think this interview's over. No, okay. Yeah, it did... hopefully it opened up their eyes to the idea that... Tommy, keep it down, man. I'm trying to do an interview. Former NWA champion Tommy Rich can be heard.
Well, what I meant to say was because when one of the first matches you had was a tag team match with the British Bulldogs when they broke how many teeth were broken?
Well, no, I dislocated my jaw, and then the next day, because my jaw wouldn't close against the Killer Bees, Brian Blair and Jim Brunzell, not through no fault of their own, just my jaw wasn't working correctly, and my teeth instead of closing correctly, gnashed into each other. So we knocked a couple teeth in, but not out, although that would be taken care of at a later date.
And what could fans expect to see of your live shows in person if they wanted to come out and see it?
When does this interview come out?
Soon.
Well, they better hurry. There's only 2 more shows with tickets left. It's Poughkeepsie on June 15th and Boston on June 24th. I'm very thankful that fans have really supported this tour. They've been really happy with it. So I'll come back out on the road in a couple more years and tell some more tales. But this one, Poughkeepsie and Boston, if you really want to go see the show.
Bruno Sammartino recently passed, and your mentor and trainer Dominic DeNucci was a big advocate of his career and trained with him as well. You have any memories of Bruno Sammartino? Yeah,
because Bruno and Dominic were such great friends. I got to spend quite a bit of time with Bruno over the last 33 years, and I considered him a friend, and was really honored to be in the Hall of Fame class. In my opinion, the best Hall of Fame class. I know a lot of people think that about their class, but I think we had a really strong class, and it was amazing. I just took a screenshot of a photo someone sent me. It was me and Bruno on the bill at Madison Square Garden for the Hall of Fame, and I thought, man, what an honor, because Bruno sold out the Garden more times than anyone, including Billy Joel. So it's really some good company to be in there with.
Do you listen at all to Something to Wrestle with Bruce Prichard?
I have, yeah, and I think it's Bruce does an amazing job, and he's, I'm really happy he's kind of reinvented himself. It's like more people are like, wait, Bruce Prichard was Brother Love? Like they don't even know. I don't listen to many podcasts because I don't technologically know how to do it, but I have heard Bruce's podcast, and I enjoyed it very much.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Have a nice day.